What is happening to marine life as oceanic conditions change? In hot water and beyond, marine extremes escalate. A new study suggests marine life is increasingly faced with triple threat events in which extreme water temperature, low oxygen levels, and acidification converge. Hello friends, Jim here. Well, this is something you've heard me discuss before. It's getting really dire for marine organisms. Marine life in the water column depends on the right combination of the water temperature, acidity, and oxygen levels, so that organisms such as fish and plankton can be hard hit by large regional fluctuations in any of these parameters. So if there's a change in any of those parameters, there's going to be increased mortality. When two or even all three are off kilter, the environment can become uninhabitable for many species. Because climate change has generally been heating the ocean, boosting its acidity, lowering its oxygen levels, concerns over these regional multi-threat events known as column compound extremes are growing. Wang et al. Report that since the early 1960s, column compound extremes have been intensifying, growing larger in volume, lasting longer, and occurring more often. The team came to these conclusions by using the Community Earth System model to create a computational simulation of the upper 300 meters of the global ocean from 1961 to 2020. The analysis suggests that triple column compound extremes, events involving the convergence of extreme temperatures, high acidity, which is lower pH, low oxygen levels, occupy 39 times more ocean volume, lasted 3 times longer, 6 times more intense by 2020 than in the early 1960s. These triple threat events occur in tropical waters and in the North Pacific, tend to be associated with the cycling global pattern ENSO, right? El Nino Southern Oscillation. The simulation also showed that in general, double and triple threat column compounds extremes last 10 to 30 days, reduce the amount of habitable space in the affected water column by up to 75%. Climate change caused by anthropogenic activities is the primary driver of these escalating extremes. The oceans are dying, people. You've heard me discuss this numerous times. As I have mentioned before, and by the way, the preprint is available to my supporters on Patreon, but I was an author in a peer-reviewed paper where we discuss environmental tipping points that result in mass extinction events. I was tasked with discussing mass extinction events in the oceans. And I identified increasing temperature, decreasing oxygen levels, increasing stratification that helps trap the heat at the shallower levels. I mentioned increasing acidification due to decreasing pH. This all leads to decreased primary productivity, right? And you then have the whole food web impacted, where we start seeing massive die-offs. I'm problems here with the parasite here. You have massive die-offs, loss of genera, leading to mass extinction in the extreme. In addition, I identified plastic pollution, overfishing. It's happening now. The oceans are dying. And this is just another report showing this. This is very, very concerning. The oceans die, so do we. Remember, plankton provide 55 to 80% of atmospheric oxygen. Not good. Until next time.